You ready for this?
I am ready.
Are you guys ready for this? Ready. It's another previews and predictions. I'm Jimmy Conrad. This is just
Monty.
That's Monty. Montino.
Montino?
Can we call that?
That's fine. I mean, is it too close to Conrad?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll stick to that for now.
Maybe. All right, before we get into previews and predictions for this week, I'm in Bucharest right now, by the way, when you're going to watch this.
I'm going to be here still.
Yeah, we pre-shot this.
Yeah.
This is like 5 days in advance. We're getting ahead of it. It's called planning.
Planning ahead.
Pretty awesome. Also, another thing you guys should know, go to dailyfootyclub.com. My buddy has started a newsletter that keeps you up to date on everything that's happening around the world in the beautiful game, including this video.
Nice.
He loves previews and predictions.
Our faces are on that.
Dailyfootyclub.com. We'll also put it in the description. So big shout out to James for all his help and love and passion for the beautiful game. Go check that out. Okay, are you ready for what we're going to do?
Yes. Are you ready?
I mean, this guy just asked me if I was ready. Dude, I'm always ready.
Oh, I thought you were walking away.
Please don't. I'm always ready. All right, let's get to previews and predictions. It's going down. And the first game we're going to start with is Manchester City versus Chelsea.
All right.
Okay, the rules, we're both going to pick a team.
Yep.
I went first on this one.
Yep.
I'm picking Chelsea.
Okay.
We're going to say why we think they're going to win, a player to watch, why we think they'll probably lose, and then a prediction.
Yes.
Cool?
Sounds good.
Ready.
Cool.
Okay, so the first game is Manchester City versus Chelsea.
Yep.
Obviously, a massive game. But what I find really interesting before we get into the nuts and bolts is that this might be the first time that Chelsea has been above Manchester City in, I don't know what, 4 years?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because Chelsea are in third on 26 points and City are in fourth on 25. So that's a pretty big deal, and I think a testament to what Chelsea has done so far this season, specifically their manager, Frank Lampard.
There's a lot at stake at this game, definitely. Again, it is early in the season, but these are the games that when you look back, when the season's done, said, oh, we could have won that, we could have tied that, we could have got a few more points, so it's definitely a lot on the line here.
Okay, so for me, the biggest reason why Chelsea is going to win this game is because I believe they're all bought in to Frank Lampard's plan, his system. They looked excellent against Crystal Palace in their last league game. Their team pressing was incredible. And I just feel like that might be a whatever thing to some people, but to me, that just displays an ultimate buy-in by the team. They're finally believing. Everybody's on board with how they're going to have success, and now that's bearing fruit. And I think that's a really important thing that isn't seen in normal statistics.
Yeah.
And so that buy-in is massive, and their younger players are playing well, and their older guys are playing well. They're just in good form right now.
The reason I think Manchester City is going to beat Chelsea is I'm not pressing the panic button on Pep Guardiola right now. The game against Liverpool was kind of a stressful situation. Pep wasn't too happy. Now is the time to go against Chelsea and show everybody or remind everybody what Manchester City is all about. This game was 6-0 to City last year. So City has a little bit of ownage over Chelsea. Again, there's a lot to prove like we were saying before, but this is still Pep's team. This is still a team with an amazing amount of star players. They do have a few injuries. They have a lot to deal with. But yeah, I think it's kind of the experience versus the youth. And I think experience might top out the youth here.
Okay, before we get into predictions.
I'm not,
Monty,
yeah.
That's where you're heading right now.
I was proving my point.
I do want to say that Pep Guardiola, apparently his family's pretty much done with living in Manchester.
Yeah.
They kept their house in Munich.
Yeah.
And Bayern does have an open coaching position, and I heard that they want him
Oh
back.
my God, you're all about the tabloids.
I'm just saying.
He's the one that writes all these tabloid stories.
I don't.
Although if it ends up being true, then we can delete this part.
Just the Jamie Vardy wife.
Yes.
Wayne Rooney thing.
That was a good video. That was a good video too.
Thank you very much. Okay, so my player to watch in this one is Christian Pulisic. He was the man of the match in Chelsea's last game against Crystal Palace. He has been growing in confidence game after game. I feel like we're talking about buy-in. He's definitely got buy-in from Frank Lampard. I didn't really see that at the beginning. I feel like Lampard was going with players that he was more familiar with, like Mason Mount in particular. But now I feel like Pulisic has won him over, and now he's making a difference for the team, and that's really encouraging. I know he's a little bit hurt, didn't come in with the U.S. team, but he's my player to watch.
My player to watch. It was going to be Kevin De Bruyne. He's got 9 assists. He's playing great for Belgium right now. Had 2 assists against Russia. But I picked a new one because recently there was news saying John Terry said no to Aguero being transferred to Chelsea way back when. And now he's on a tear. He scored 15 goals against Chelsea in 18 games. Aguero just loves playing against Chelsea. If Man City go on to win, expect Aguero, and this is kind of an obvious, to have some kind of say in this result.
Okay, what? John Terry?
Yes, check it out. Maybe I'm reading your tabloids. I'm not sure.
I don't know this one.
But yeah, it just came out. John Terry, a few years ago before Aguero came to City, there was links, and it looks like it was pretty far along. And John Terry said that he was not convinced that Aguero was a great forward. because of what he saw beforehand. You know, John Terry, that great scout as
John
well.
Terry should be canceled. That's unbelievable. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Wow.
Aguero, I'm sure
Okay.
he's reading that right now and saying, you know what? I got to prove him yet again how great I am.
Okay, so now let's talk about why I think Chelsea will lose. And it's hard to say that when you're really supporting them in this game.
Yeah.
But to be a pragmatist, their defense isn't very good. They only have 3 clean sheets in the league so far against those attacking geniuses known as Newcastle, Brighton, and Crystal Palace, right? So everybody else they've given up goals to, Manchester City has scored 35 goals in 12 league games.
Yep.
That's almost 3 goals a game.
Yeah.
I don't think Chelsea's defense can hold up against the onslaught that you're talking about led by Aguero.
I mean, I don't think Manchester City's going to lose this game.
But if
if
they
they
were
were
to
to lose, it would be that youth movement because they are clicking. They are all buying into Lampard and Pulisic. I mean, he's doing an amazing job right now. He's not playing for the U.S. men's team in this international break, kind of making sure he's okay for this big game against Manchester City. He's going to be ready to go, and he's been on a tear scoring and creating plays as well.
Young and fearless, baby.
Yes,
Young and fearless.
yes.
Prediction time. I'm going with, drum roll me, please. 2-2. You guys knew it was
Oh
coming.
my
You guys
goodness.
knew it was
After
coming.
all that
is
talk-
the prediction.
After all that talk, you
Listen,
went 2-2?
I did go 2-2 because
I thought you were going to say it was going to be like a 3-1.
No. I don't think Chelsea's there yet.
Yeah, okay.
But I think they're going to let Manchester City know that they're there, that
Yes.
they're a team and a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's
Cool.
fair. Yeah. My prediction, I'm going to say 2-1 Manchester City. And like I said, Aguero's going to score 2 goals because he loves scoring against Chelsea. He loves it so much that he's going to get 2 against here. It's going to be a great game. Watch it. I'm not really good at predicting, though. I haven't been great lately.
don't know if
So
you've
I
nailed
need
one
this.
yet.
I need this really bad. The second game that we're moving into is Atalanta versus Juventus. Are you excited about this game?
Yeah, I'm super excited about
Yeah?
it because I feel like Atalanta is a team that Juve can't beat right now.
Okay. Well, when it comes to wins in the league, because I'm just looking at the league, not Coppa Italia, so don't hate on me out there. It's been the last time Atalanta beat Juventus in the league was 2001. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Which means they're due, but go ahead.
It means they just know how to lose. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, do I really need to get into any more specifics as to why a team like Juventus, who's undefeated in the season, why they're gonna beat Atalanta? I think it's a no-brainer. Juventus has this.
I would like to get into the specifics because Atalanta has not lost to Juve in over a year, and that includes the Coppa Italia semifinals last year where they slapped Juve around 3-0 in a
but it's
meaningful competition.
It was the Coppa Italia,
No, it's a meaningful competition. That's a big deal. And Atalanta got to their first Coppa Italia final maybe ever, I think the first time ever. So that is a big deal. Plus, I love their manager, Gianpiero Gasperini. And my favorite, 5'5", 150-pound number 10 in the world, Papu
Papu.
Gomez. I mean, that guy would get pushed over by a strong gust of wind. But here he is, being the string puller for one of the best clubs in Italy. Last season. This season, it's a little bit up and down.
Definitely.
So I'm a little bit worried about that per se. And we'll get into some more of those specifics. But I think that Juve just has a team. Every team has that team that they can't beat. And right now, I think that's Atalanta for Juve.
I mean, Atalanta does have a big game in the Champions League coming up as well, so they might be focusing on that. But my key player for Juventus is going to be Dybala, just because Ronaldo actually admitted that he's been playing through an injury. He was subbed out their last game as well. Dybala has a lot to prove. Dybala's chilling on the bench for Argentina right now, just because Messi's back. So he's rested. He's ready for this game. Ronaldo's obviously the best player on this team, hands down, but Dybala is going to show up, and he's the key player for the victory here. What about you?
I respect that. I'm
you
going to
said
go.
Papu?
Papu is a guy that I love on that team. 5'5", 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Doing the business
Yes.
in one of the best leagues in the world. So yes, that's a big deal. And I think that's a testament to it doesn't matter what shape or size you are, you can still have success playing the beautiful game.
That's true.
But the player I'm going with is Duvan Zapata. Now he's been hurt a little bit this season, but he is a beast up top. He's played in 6 games so far, and he has scored 6 goals. 6 and 6. Are you serious? So, yeah, if he's on and he's playing, I think he's going to be a handful.
Yeah.
Especially for Matthias de Ligt.
Delic?
Yeah.
I'm sure people will tell you how
Matty
it's
Ice.
pronounced there. Okay.
Matthias. Whatever.
Well, okay. Now, why I think Juventus will have a little small chance of losing, there's a small chance, probably a 2% chance here, is
Ooh,
that...
that's like milk. 2% milk? No?
I mean...
Dad jokes. Okay, I'm out of here.
So, the reason why I think that this... See you, Jimmy.
I'm listening.
Jimmy's going to look for some dad to say this dad joke, too. He's looking for him. All right. Well, okay. Is this attack that Atalanta has, Papu Gomez, is probably one of the best number 10s in Serie A right now. Duván Zapata is as well one of the most lethal attackers. Luis Muriel, I'm actually a Fiorentina fan. Muriel was on Fiorentina last year, and he's a great player. He actually looks like he's out of shape, but he's actually a lethal striker. Yeah, it's that South American connection that they have there in the attack with Colombians and Argentinians. I got to say Argentinians one more time just because I'm Argentinian. Did I say I was Argentinian?
So my biggest concern with Atalanta
is it's Juventus.
Well, yes, of course, playing the top team and maybe one of the best teams to ever play in Serie A.
Mm-hmm.
But it's their inconsistency. They hold City 1-1 in the Champions League, and then the next week, 5 days later, they lose to Cagliari, or however you say it, at home, 2-0. Like, how does that?
Yeah.
It doesn't compute. What? Cagliari? You know?
They're better than Manchester City. Have you never heard of that?
Well,
No.
apparently they are. So that was pretty disappointing, but I think it's a microcosm of how the season's going. And I think it speaks to something we've discussed, or maybe we haven't, but I've discussed with them, that if you're a mid-table team that somehow gets into the top 4 of any of the big leagues, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the Champions League, you don't have the money or depth to really compete, and I think it stretches you too thin. And because you're a player and you're a coach that's excited to be in the Champions League, that's where your focus is. And so their league form has suffered, and I think they're going to suffer again, unfortunately, unless Duván Zapata plays. If he starts, he is a handful, I'm telling you.
Yes.
And do you want to give your prediction first?
Yeah. My prediction is, let's say 1-0. Juventus is going to win. Their last 2 games, they've won 1-0.
That is so Italian of you to say that.
I need a prediction to go right.
Catenaccio.
I need a prediction to go right. What's your prediction?
If Duván Zapata starts.
You love this guy.
I do love him.
Did he
I
pay-
really do love him.
Did he pay you
I
to
did
say
not
his
pay you.
name?
This is not a hashtag
This is
ad for
sponsorship
Duván
by
Zapata.
Duván Zapata.
It's not.
Is he going to show up out of somewhere here?
No, I wish he did.
Is he in the crowd?
I would love to be friends with Duván Zapata. Okay, listen. If he plays, I think they're going to be goals for both teams.
Yes.
I'm going 2-2. Woo! 2-2 one more time.
I don't like
He
this.
did it. All right. The next matchup is a good one, and I think you're going to enjoy this.
Yes.
It's the Real Derby. Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Now,
Sociedad.
for all those people at home that don't know, his favorite La Liga team is Real Sociedad.
And guess what happens? We talk about this game, and you get to talk about Sociedad, not me.
When I was setting up which games we should talk about, I thought Espanyol was your favorite La Liga team. And then I realized, wait a second, I think it's
Wrong blue and white
Real
team.
Sociedad. And their nickname, by the way, is La Real.
That's
So
confusing.
That's a fun. It is a little bit.
There's like 3 or 4
There
Real
is,
teams. And,
but they're calling
but they're the
themselves,
real.
They're the real Royals.
That's pretty ballsy.
It is pretty ballsy.
Good move,
and
guys.
I like it.
I like it too.
What else I like is that this is becoming a proper derby because Sociedad has beaten Madrid the last 2 times, including a 2-0 win at the Bernabeu, which is where they're playing this game. So that is a pretty big deal.
That is a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. You know what's also a big deal? In the last 5 games in all competitions, Real Madrid has scored 16 goals. 16 goals.
It's pretty good.
They have 4 wins, 1 draw against another Real team, Real Betis, but I'm not going to confuse this because we're getting too real with this. It's amazing what they've been doing in the last production. They also have the 2nd best defense in the league, only behind your team, Atletico Madrid. See, I remembered your team.
Thank you.
And Real Sociedad's rival, Athletic Bilbao.
Okay.
So they have it all ready. I mean, they're probably going to score a lot of goals. My prediction will be, I'll show you later, but I'll get pretty excited there.
You just jumped all of them. Might as well just give us our player to watch. No, don't do it yet.
No.
So the main reason that I think that Sociedad, La Real, is going to win this one is because I think the team that they have right now is better than the team they had last season that beat Madrid twice early in 2019, okay? So I think that's because they had a really smart transfer window. They picked up Nacho Monreal for basically nothing from Arsenal. They got Alexander Isaac from Dortmund, who's got a huge upside. They got Porto, who's been leading them in goals. And maybe most importantly, they got a great loan signing from Real Madrid named Martin Odegaard. The 20-year-old has been fantastic this season. And him in the midfield with 2 Mikels, Moreno and Oyarzabal, have been maybe the best midfield in La Liga this season. That's why they're in 5th. They're only 2 points behind Madrid right now. This is going to be a great game.
Which of those was your player to watch?
I just gave you,
just
the
gave
reason
me-
why they're going to win. My player to watch is going to be Martin Odegaard because
Okay.
he's on loan. He's
Okay.
going back to the Bernabeu, going to be playing in front of fans that he should be playing in front of at
Proven himself.
maybe the next season. I don't know how long his loan is. Maybe 2 years, I think, with Sociedad. So it's going to be conflicting for him a little bit, right? I mean, you want to show well against your parent club, but you also don't want your parent club to get pissed at you either.
If he scores, does he celebrate?
No, you can't celebrate if you're
Yeah,
alone. You
yeah,
can't do
that's
that. I'm
true.
surprised they're actually letting him play.
I know there are some
right?
deals that say you can't
Yeah,
play
you
against
can't
your
play
parent team.
against your, yeah.
Okay, well, my
So who's
key
your player
player,
to watch?
my
Yeah,
key
yeah.
player is Karim Benzema. He is number 1 in the La Liga goals. He has 5 goals in the last 4 games. He is just on a tear right now. So
pretty good.
a lot of those, 16 goals I was talking about before, a third of them are Karim Benzema's. So he's going to get a few goals here as well.
On that theme, let's just talk about why I think that La Real is going to lose to Madrid. Madrid have an incredibly tough week. Okay, this is a very good Sociedad team. They're going to want to get 3 points right away because then they play against PSG midweek. Now, PSG embarrassed them earlier in the season without Neymar and without Mbappe, and they beat them 3-0. I mean, it was a slap round, beat down. And then they go away to Alaves, where they embarrassingly lost last year. That was a tough one for me to say. They embarrassingly lost last season, so I think they're going to want a little bit of revenge.
Okay.
So they have 3 very tough games in 6 or 7 days, and they're going to want to get off on the right foot with a big win, and that's makes me a little bit nervous because Madrid, because of their core players having so much experience, they know how to win these games and to grind it out.
Okay, that's fair. Why I think Real Madrid's going to lose is Real Sociedad is my favorite team, and Real Madrid, I hate it. That's it.
I respect it. Okay, prediction time. I think that Madrid are going to win this one 2-1.
Oh, was it because of my prediction?
No,
or was
I just think
what
that
I said
Madrid's
was
got
good,
too
right?
much. I think Sociedad, though I love what they're doing and I love a lot of their talented young players, that is what I've decided.
My biased prediction is Sociedad's going to win 2-1. My unbiased, and this is the one that matters, Real Madrid's going to win this game 2-0. Benzema's going to get at least 1 goal.
No, Sociedad not going to score?
No.
Wow.
They've been playing
the head
great.
Over the heart on this
They've
one.
been playing real. That's why I gave you a biased one and
That's
an
true,
unbiased
that's
one.
true.
All right.
Cool. All right, let's see what's next.
The 4th big game of the weekend is Eintracht Frankfurt versus Wolfsburg. W's or V's?
W's or V's?
Wolfsburg. Okay, cool.
Robert Lewandowski.
I know. I messed up the last time. I'm sorry.
Weghorst.
What?
Yeah, that's the name of a player. Wout Weghorst.
Weghorst.
Wout Weghorst.
I'm going to talk about him later.
It sounds like something you put on a hot dog.
The reasons why I think that Wolfsburg will pull this off against Eintracht Frankfurt is that pretty much Eintracht Frankfurt's home is Wolfsburg's second home. The last 3 league games in Frankfurt, Wolfsburg has won. So do I need to say anything else? I mean, they feel pretty confident playing over there.
You probably don't, but I will say that that plays into my adversity theme because right now David Abraham, the captain for Eintracht, just got banned for 7 games because he ran over a coach on the sideline.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
And then their fans got banned from going to the Arsenal game this week in the Europa League. So they're dealing with a lot of adversity. They're in the thick of it, man. But I think the best way to solve all of that is to win games on the field, especially at home. And I think that's why they're going to do the business.
Okay. Well,
so who's your player to watch?
my player to watch is Wout Weghorst.
Of course it is.
The guy you put on the hot dog. Little Wout Weghorst over there. He's got 5 goals, leading Wolfsburg so far this season. So if they're gonna do anything, he's gonna be involved there for sure. That's my guy. Who's yours?
I'm gonna go with Gonçalo Paciência.
Nice.
Okay,
I like that name.
This is the first time he's ever played outside of Portugal. Got developed at Porto, and he has 6 goals in 9 games. Now he used to be a winger, but now they play him up top, and I think all the skills and ability that he developed out wide are really helping him in the middle of the field up top. Because he holds on to the ball, he presses well, he likes to defend, he likes to do the dirty work, and that's led to him having some significant success. And in fact, Everton wants to buy him in the January transfer window, so keep an eye on him.
All about those tabloids. If you read any tabloid, there's a chance Jimmy's writing this all up. The reason why I think Wolfsburg might lose this game, although I did a good job proving that they would win, is that Wolfsburg haven't won a game in almost 7 to 8 games in all competitions. Their last game that they won was October 6th against Union Berlin. It's going to be a rough one.
Does that count against Union Berlin? They just got promoted. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's rough,
man.
It
is rough. Sorry.
Wolfsburg,
Sorry,
Union
Berlin fans. I apologize.
Yeah, you're just making fun of everybody here. Jeez. All right, but yeah, it's going to be a tough game.
Okay.
You're talking about adversity, though, so maybe Wolfsburg needs to prove some stuff as well.
Potentially.
But it's not been a good run.
Potentially. I think the reason why Eintracht could lose is because I don't know which version of them is going to show up. They beat Bayern Munich 5-1 not too long ago, and then 5 days later, they lost to Standard Liège in the Europa League.
Standard Liège better.
Right? Liège.
They're better than Bayern.
Are they though? Are they though?
I'm all about logic.
So I just don't know which version of Eintracht's going to show up, but I think they're going to be up for this one. And my prediction, I'll just go right to it.
Okay.
I'm going to say that because Wolfsburg haven't been good, as you mentioned, I think Eintracht has got this 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Yeah, significant. And Paciência is going to score 1 goal. And then I think he will make a move to Everton in January transfer window. I heard they're already talking.
You're just predicting everything.
I just went crazy
I know.
predictions on that.
Jeez. Okay. Wolfsburg is they're gonna tie 2-2. I'm taking that one.
Oh come on!
But
my
my biggest prediction is that Wolfsburg's coach will be safe. He will not get knocked down like Freiburg's coach got knocked down from Abraham because Abraham won't be playing. Although he might run out of somewhere and take him out. But yeah, Wolfsburg Frankfurt 2-2.
Okay, and for our last matchup, and it's 2-for-1 because we're going to Liga MX. Tijuana is taking on Lyon, and Monterrey is hosting Atlas. Now, why this is important is because it's the last game of the regular season, and Tijuana and Monterrey are tied on points for that last La Liga playoff spot, okay? But Monterrey has a better goal difference. So all they need to do is beat a bang average Atlas team at home, whereas Tijuana, who've dropped their last 2 games, take on a pretty good Lyon team.
Yep.
Either way, Monterrey I think is gonna win, but the reason that I think that the Zolos Cholos could do it is because they got nothing to lose at this point. They're playing with house money. The season's almost about falling apart, and I think that maybe they'll rally. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
I mean, Jimmy is talking out of his heart right now, which is nice. It's also nice that you get to pick Tijuana and talk about your favorite team. I wish I could have done the same with Real Sociedad. But okay, Leon, the reason they're going to win, they're confirmed they're going to La Liga, but they want to work on their seeding. They're a point behind America. America's already played their 18th and final game. So they want to hop over, and then I think also Necaxa's up there as well. They want to make sure they get higher. So they have a lot to play for. They want to make sure they get the higher seeding, so they're not going to just let this one happen and lose.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm pretty disappointed in how Tijuana is closing out this season. They played against Monterrey last week, the team they're battling out for this spot, and they lost 4-0 at home.
It's not good.
That is unacceptable, and I don't care if they gave up a red card in the 20th minute, and that was a bad red card to give up.
Maybe
Can't forgive that player.
Maybe a little rope-a-dope. They're trying to act like they're out of it.
I don't know, but that
Exciting.
is where I think they lost the season. So I'm going to highlight a player to watch. His name is Ariel Nahuelpan.
Nahuelpan.
Did I say that right?
That's perfect.
God,
your pronunciation's
si
better than mine.
Baby. No mames way.
Because the letters sound the same, not like W's and V's and stuff.
That's
but
true.
Go on.
That's true. And he's the leading scorer for Tijuana. They've been shut out their last 2 games. If they want to have a chance in this one, he has to score goals. He has to find the back of the net. So he's my player to watch.
Okay, that's good. My player to watch is 20-year-old JJ Macias. He's on loan from Chivas. And
JJ Macias? That's his nickname?
No, JJ. It's Jose Juan or Juan Jose Macias. He's got 8 goals so far. Wait, what's your middle name? Do you want it to be a J? We can call you JJ Conrad?
No, I got Conradinho. I don't need any more nicknames.
All right, but yeah, he's my guy. I mean, he's playing at an amazing rate. I think you actually were the one that talked about JJ being linked to Europe in January. I'm just assuming it was you because you are all about connections and sources and everything. So yeah, I mean, he's a player to watch. He's talented. Future of Mexico right there.
Okay, so the reason I think that the Zolos Cholos are going to lose is because I think they got broken by Monterrey last week. Losing 4-0 at home in a must-win game against the opponent that you need to beat, I just don't think you recover against a very good team at home against Lyon. Lyon, I think, is going to walk all over them. I think it's going to be 2 or 3-1. I'm sorry, Zolos Cholos. That's my prediction as well. I'm just tying them all together.
Ugh, okay. All right. Well,
I know. I'm crying behind these.
I'm sure you'll be at a Tijuana bar in Bucharest, just supporting that team. But my reason why I think that Tijuana might actually pull this out is, I mean, if you've ever been to a game in Mexico, the home fans do a great job. This is in Tijuana. They have literally their season's coming down to this one last game. The whole city will be there. You never know. Something amazing could happen. They did lose 4-0, but you're right. They were down a man for majority of the game. They might be able to pull something out. I'm trying to help you out, Jimmy.
I love your optimism, but we're not sharing the same optimism.
Oh,
What's your prediction then?
My prediction is Club Leon's going to win. I'll say 1-0.
And then Monterrey goes through.
Yes.
Got it. No mames way. Anyway, we had one winner for our last previews and predictions.
Yes. Who was the winner?
It was Killer Chaos.
Killer Chaos. All right.
Congratulations, my friend. Only one person correctly predicted that the U.S. was going to beat Canada 4-1.
I didn't predict that?
Whoa.
I thought I predicted that.
No, we both went 2-1. Okay. We played it safe.
We were playing it safe. That's what happens when you play it safe.
Mr. Safe over here. So now who do the people need to pick?
All right, let's
for the prediction.
Manchester City,
game?
Chelsea.
Man City, Chelsea.
Exactly.
Whoa. So
big game.
Predict the right score for that. And if you win, you'll be entered to win stickers, the dopest ass stickers of all time, Warm Baller stickers, and I'll pick 5 winners. So good luck to you on that.
Can I actually do one more game?
I got it. Okay, go ahead. One more game.
One more game?
Sure, let's do it.
Because you did all your favorite teams.
Sure.
We got River Plate playing against Flamengo for the Copa Libertadores. River Plate's going to win this game. My predictions are going to win. They're going to go back-to-back Copa Libertadores champions. I love you, River Plate. That's my team. I had to do my get out. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm putting my mic down.
Wear a River Plate jersey. Let's be honest. This is the team in Argentina that everybody needs to know. Boca Juniors, baby.
Get out of here. You guys lost the semifinals. Get out of here. Get out of here. You guys. Get out of here.
Dalebo. I got Flamengo winning that one 17-0.
You're such a hater.